Hello everybody, it's Lakey Peterson. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this if you are. This is 25 things I've learned in 25 years of my life. My birthday was just yesterday, I just turned 25. Inspired by Carly Kloss. Hope you like it. Okay, number one, I have take chances. Because if you never take chances, then you're never really gonna go too many places outside of your comfort zone, which in turn are generally the best things that happen in life. So don't be afraid to take chances on yourself, on other people when the circumstance is right, and just on life. The more chances you take, the more you're gonna experience. Second one is learn to be present. I think for me, I'm still working on this one. It's probably a lifetime thing to continue to work on. But I think if you can be present and to let go of FOMO, then your life's generally a lot better. Especially in our world with Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, every social media platform, as cool as they are and good as they are, I think a lot of times takes you very out of the present moment. So yeah, just learn to be where you are and content with that and knowing that that's right where you should be. Number three is be there for your friends and they will be there for you. This kind of goes for anyone in your life that you love and cherish. I think if you show up for friends and put in the extra effort, then in turn they'll do that for you, and that's what really creates special friendships. And I also feel like each person's different. I'm not the person with a million friends, but I have a few really close ones, and I choose to really dive into those friendships. But if you're the type of person with a million great friends and can put a ton of effort into all of them, that's amazing. So yeah, I think you get out of life and people what you put in, so yeah. Learn to say no. I'm so bad at this one. But you have to learn to say no. Because if you're saying no to something, I always think then you're saying yes to something else that is more important to you or more of what you need. So yeah, I think I say that with a little bit of hesitation because obviously there's things in life you have to do that you might not want to. But I also believe, I don't know, for myself, I find my time gets spread very thin with a lot of people. So learning to say no is something I've been prioritizing more. Number five is don't take life too seriously. I am very into my career and how I do and surfing and wanting to make the most of it, and I put a lot into it, but sometimes I found that I almost take it too serious, and then in turn I just start taking life too serious, and I don't know, the moment that you can't kind of laugh at yourself or be lighthearted is, in my opinion, not ever where I want to be. So yeah, don't take it too serious, don't take yourself too serious, and always have that really good perspective. I think that's really healthy. Number six is to be organized, because the more organized that you are, I find, then the more actual freedom of living and doing what you want you have. Because if I have all my ducks in a row, I do my morning routine, everything's dialed, then I have more time later to just rest and do whatever I want, rather than constantly oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. Yeah, in my opinion, I work a lot better when I have a very organized lifestyle. And that being said, you have to still be loose enough to go with the flow in life and kind of learn to mold with it. But as much as I can control within just my own personal thing. So with surfing, it's if I can control my boards exactly how I want them, my preparation exactly how I want it, then I can enjoy surfing a lot more. So I kind of say it in terms of that sort of thing. Number seven is surf a lot, because surfing's fun and I love to do it, and y'all should love to do it too, but just don't come to Rincon. Number eight is eat healthy, because I find that diet is almost more important than, I believe, exercise and activity, and I love exercise and activity. But yeah, eat healthy, do your best to eat local and organic. My number nine is, and sometimes eat bad, because if you can't just be in moderation, like right now we're in France, I'm gonna have a croissant. I'm going to Italy in a few weeks. I'm gonna have a pizza and some pasta and a glass of wine. So I think know the times to eat what you want and have your cheat day and yeah, enjoy that. Number 10 is to learn new things. I feel like for me, as I've gotten slightly older, even though I'm still in my 20s, once you settle into like a career and a job, you sort of, personally for me, that takes up so much of my focus that I am learning these things within surfing, say for myself. You might be learning new things within your career, but to continue to learn outside of what you do on a daily basis and what is already your job, I think is super important. And that can be something as simple as reading more books that you're learning about something new, or pick up a new hobby, whatever it is. But I think it's just really important to keep learning and expanding your knowledge in life. Number 11 is people will let you down and learn to be the bigger person. Yeah, I don't know. There's just always someone that will let you down at some stage in some way, and I've found the best way to deal with those scenarios is to just be more mature and the bigger person and not let it get you too sideways. 12 is you never know what someone's going through. I always think of this one with little stuff, like when people honk at you or just say something that's annoying. They might be super short fused or whatever. I think it's like you just never know what someone's going through and internally might be battling or whatever. So I've always found that if I just think, yeah, hey, they might just be in a bit of a funk, and give them some grace, it helps me just, yeah, be a happier, better person. Number 13 is it's not what you say, it's how you say it. I think this is maybe the most important thing I've learned in my 25 years of life. Because I think it's fine to say things that are uncomfortable or maybe controversial or hard for you to say, but I believe that's almost entirely all of it, and the response you're gonna get from the person you're saying it to, if you're afraid to say it, is how you say that. And if you know you say it in like a true, honest, good timing and scenario and tone, then I think that's fine. But I think a lot of people choose the wrong time to say things, and they choose the wrong tone to say things. So yeah, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. 14 is times of change and kind of harder, trickier times in your life, for me, have been the times that I've grown the most as a person. So I think just having that perspective when you might be going through like a bit of a funk, and just knowing or allowing yourself in those times to grow and become better from it, which is really hard to do. But once you sort of get to that stage of like, hey, I'm just gonna allow myself to grow from this experience and become better, then it almost always is like, you look back and you're like, wow, I'm so glad I went through that, even though that was really hard. Number 15 is make time for yourself. I think I really learned this the last year and a half, because I don't know, so much of life is amazing to have good community, but I find, yeah, if you don't take time for yourself to recharge and to just reflect, then you'll just go and go and go until you burn out. So yeah, just take time to pour back into yourself, whatever that looks like. If that's just going for a walk by yourself, if that's getting a massage, if that's journaling, whatever. Just take some time for yourself each day. And I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of for doing that. I feel like a lot of people don't take time for themselves because they're scared it's selfish, but I've always thought that if you take time for yourself to be a better person, then you're gonna be a better person for all these other people that you care about. So, yeah. Okay, number 16 is to be who you are, not what the world tells you to be. Because I feel like this world is like so, especially for kids in school, it's so like, I don't know, people just tell you to do a certain thing and be a certain way and follow a certain career path, and like for some people that is great, that's what they should be doing, but for others maybe that's not what they want to be doing, but they're just doing it because their parents think they should be doing it or their friends think they should be doing it. I think it's definitely important to take advice from people like your parents or close friends or people that you look up to, and respect what they might say or where they want to guide you, because they do know best a lot of the time. But also just know, for whatever you want to be doing in your life, do what you want to do, not what you feel like other people want you to do. Number 17 is spend time with your family. I get that like everyone's family scenario is different, and I guess by family that can mean like immediate family or people in your life that you almost consider to be family, that aren't necessarily blood related but are like family. I think it's just really, really important to spend time and be with those close people in your life, because you only have one family. And number 18 is to work hard. Very simple, just work hard, whatever you do. Like, even if it's a short-term thing that you're in or whatever, I just always think that if you're gonna do something, then do it and work hard at it. And that's always the best way to live. Okay, number 19 is communication is key for a good relationship. I am married. I've been in a relationship with my husband for 6 years, 7, how many years? 7.
6 and a half.
And a half years. And if you can learn to communicate, then that, I believe, in a respectful and good way with each other. I think that's where a lot of relationships fail, and I think it's a really important thing. And so learn to communicate well. Don't compare yourself to other people is number 20. There's so much comparing in this day and age, especially on a female side of things. Obviously for males, I'm sure there is too, but I can really speak to the female girls out there. Just don't compare. Like, each person is on their own journey and life path and where they should be, and you just have to trust that you are where you should be as well. And I think it's great to look up to people. I think it's great to aspire to be better and grow and learn from others, but I just think that if you spend your whole life comparing yourself to someone, then you're never gonna truly be happy and peaceful. Number 21 is travel. As much as possible. Obviously, I'm in like a scenario where I get to see the whole world, and I'm so lucky, and I know most people can't do that. But I also say that just within wherever you are, there's always somewhere that you can drive to and see or adventure in some way. I just say travel with like the sense of go and see new things and experience new places, whether that's really close to home or on the other side of the world. It's always worth taking the time, and I think it's never really a regret, and I think it's such an amazing way to grow as a human. So, okay, number 22 is do things that are outside of your comfort zone. So many people, me included, for so long, I at least just was too scared to go outside my comfort zone, whether it was like big waves or talking to people I didn't want to talk to or whatever it was. But I think it's so important to step outside of your comfort zone and boundaries in life, and that is really the only way to grow for me as a person. So it doesn't mean you have to leap outside of your comfort zone. You can do baby steps every single day, but I really think just do things that are a little uncomfortable each day, and you'll look back and be like, whoa, look how far I've come. 23 is be happy without needing a reason. I think like to be alive and living, and obviously we all go through times that are maybe tricky to be happy or whatever, and I do get that, but I feel like if you can just be happy for the little things in life, it's almost like no reason, but if you just have perspective of whatever, you have a sun shining over you or an ocean you can go play in or mountains near you or whatever it is, just be happy for the things that you do have and focus on that. Okay, number 24 is don't be afraid to fail. That's a really important one. I think for so long I did stuff out of fear of failing and hesitated, and I don't know, just lacked in confidence because of it. And I think if you can just not be afraid of failing and know that when you fail, you learn, or like for me, I've always said when I lose, I learn. That ultimately is what will create you to succeed. So yeah, just not be afraid of failure. 25 is just to have fun, always in perspective, like with everything you do. Just enjoy and have fun in life, and yeah, go have fun. That is it for my 25 things I've learned so far in my life. Many more, I'm sure. Hope you enjoyed it, and